yeah.
I'm going to put that in there.
Good.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to Just One Fern podcast, another episode. It's just going to be Lucas and I today. We got a lot of topics to hit, and we're starting our new segments today. We got a few new segments. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to really get into it.
Let's do it then.
Yeah, let's do it.
Aaron, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's the longest you've ever slept?
The longest I've ever slept?
Because I'm sure I beat it last night, but I want to hear what your answer is.
I have no doubt that you beat it, but I would say, I guess maybe 12, 13 hours, because
That's pretty good.
I can't think of. I mean, I'm really bad at going to sleep early. Like, I feel like I usually go to bed around midnight now that I have a job. So like when I wake up, it's usually all right. I have a set schedule. I go to bed at midnight and then I wake up at 8. So that's kind of like my whole thing. So yeah, I guess 12 to 13.
So you probably get tired at like normal, like at the similar time every night.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having an issue where I will get tired. I mean, I can't tell you when, but I will get tired, and I can't help but like go into. I don't have a job.
Okay.
I'm unemployed. I have almost no responsibilities, so I get tired. I'm like, okay, I'll take a little nap.
Yeah.
Take a little nap right now.
Yeah.
That happened to me yesterday 3 times. I slept for 2 hours. No, twice. I slept for 2 hours, and the last one hit me around 7 p.m. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's my body for some reason was like, okay, now it's time to go to sleep, like for real. So I took 4 hours of nap during the day.
Okay.
I fall asleep at 7 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up at 1 p.m. today.
No. Are you serious?
I don't know how long that is, but I'm dead serious. I woke up at like 2 for like a half hour, and like
that's
just
19 hours.
No, it isn't.
No,
Is it really?
No.
That sounds like too much.
19. That's got it. Well, hold on.
Because it's 12 to 7 a.m. And then
for some reason I was thinking you went to bed at 5. No, just add 2 to that. So
No.
17 hours.
That's 17 hours last night. Minus like 30 for like waking up, brushing my teeth and stuff, because I never did that.
Wow. That's insane. That's crazy. I'm nervous for your body.
I'm a wreck right now. I don't feel good. I do not feel good right now. I feel okay now, but when I woke up, I was like, what?
I can't believe it. You're just like hibernated. Your body was like, it's time. It's winter. Like, I'm going to sleep.
It felt like. Have you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where he goes into Sandy's, like, her little dome, and he doesn't have any water?
I haven't seen it because.
Oh my God, I forgot.
That's another thing.
Absolute asshole. How have you not seen SpongeBob SquarePants?
Listeners are going to be so pissed. But yeah, I've never watched SpongeBob. It's my mom's fault. Blame my mother. She never allowed me to watch it. But
you grew up a Disney kid, right?
Yeah, I did. And you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, it is no secret.
You can tell I was a Disney kid, and you can tell that you were a Nickelodeon kid. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I actually do you remember did you watch any iCarly?
A few episodes here and there.
Do you remember Random Dancing?
Nope.
All right. Well, it was this really cringy, super cringy now. At the time, I was in love with it, where they would just, in the middle of like their webisode, they'd hit a button, the lights would go crazy, like strobe, like seizure-inducing, like dancing music, and they'd call it Random Dancing, and that was the funny moment. And I would do that in middle school because I thought it was cool. That's amazing. I thought that was fun.
So wait. Now I'm just picturing. So you'd be
now
like,
think about it. It's not
class. Good. You'd be in class.
Like imagine the whole scene. It's not good.
I'm picturing an entire episode of a TV show right now in my head of you as a little 4th grader walking into your classroom, and then all of a sudden, mid-math problem, your teacher's just going, you're doing algebra or whatever, and you just start dancing.
No, and not only do I dance,
thing I've ever heard in my life.
I announce it. I go, there's a voice they do, random dancing. And I would say it as low as I possibly could in my register before I would start doing it. So I'd get the attention of the class. And then I would do what I'm sure was like the best dancing anyone has ever seen. At least that's what it felt like in my head.
That's so funny. Oh my God. Wait, what happened? Like, was the teacher like, what are you doing? Or was it like what happened?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I blacked out for those 2 minutes or however long I did it. But
fourth grader blacking out.
But I know that
it's like you heard a sound. It's like you heard a sound and then immediately your brain was like, boom, shut off. It's dance time. You just got up. Were you in a singular space? Did you move around the room? Like, what happened?
I think I sat. And then I think I reveled in the fact that people like were weirded out.
Yeah.
And like there was 1 or 2 people who were into it. Like they'd be like, yeah, go get him. Go get it. And then they'd talk to me afterwards, be like, hey, that was pretty cool. You know, like, I don't know what are you doing at recess? Like, are you hanging out with anybody? I like being on the edge. I like people thinking I was weird for whatever reason.
Honestly, Lucas, that makes me, it just kind of confirms all of your comedy. Like
that explains a lot. Yeah.
Hearing that, it's like, oh, okay. I know for a fact that was a pivotal moment in your comedic growth in your life. That's so funny.
It's like, yeah, I could do this for the rest of my life.
No, this is great. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Like, if you have your next job or wherever you are in public, you should just be like, everyone, it's random dance.
I can promise you I won't do that unless someone asks me to, and then I will do it. Then I will definitely do it.
I can just imagine being the person, like, you're just in a grocery store, like, what is happening? Like, how did this crackhead get into this grocery store right now? Oh, my Lord. But anyway,
that'd be me.
I'm sorry that you're sleeping that long. Like, that's kind of nervous. It makes me nervous.
Yeah. I'm trying not to think about it too much because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, something's wrong. Something can't be right. Should I go to the doctor? And
who goes?
I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen.
Who actually goes to the doctor?
Why would you go to the doctor when you feel when something's bad?
You have the internet. You don't need to go to the doctor anymore.
Right.
It's not a thing.
Now I know I have cancer. Now I know. It's because I searched it.
I got my texts last week and I knew, it's just time. I have to go check for cancer. And
WebMD.
I just went on and I said, boop, boop, boop. Here are my symptoms. They were none. And WebMD still said, you have cancer. So
every time. Doesn't matter what has happened to you. I flicked a bug too hard. Cancer.
You definitely have cancer. It's something in your joints. You just got
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Aaron. I along with being a lot of times the outcast, gave me a lot of time to think, gave me a lot of time to come up with a lot of ideas. I don't know if this is a time of transition, but I'm going to do it because I'm ready. I want to hear your opinion.
Okay.
I have a pitch for you.
Okay.
And
oh boy.
I think it's a great idea. I have not gotten great feedback on it before.
Okay.
But I think you're the right guy to get this pushed through.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm ready. I don't have a lot of money, but I'll fund you.
Okay. I need $300,000. Is that? Do you think you can?
It's crazy because that's exactly what I have in my bank account.
Okay, so it's a movie.
Minus I don't know, minus at least 29,000. Like that's what I have.
minus at least $1. Like there's probably somewhere in that range.
Yeah, I don't check. Do I have a bank account? No, I have a hole in the yard, and I just go out there and I grab some money, and then I go to the store, and that's all I do.
Is that your shit hole or your money hole? Because I know you have both.
Yeah, something that everyone will learn about me. I do not trust toilets. You never use them. I can't do it.
The amount of times I have asked Aaron about the little the little shovel he carries on his belt, and he has told me he uses it to dig holes to shit in wherever he is.
The theory should hold up for you because you remember there was this one time I was at your house at Fred and I was like, I gotta take a shit, and I left.
You did leave.
I left. I was
and
like, and you guys all, I told you.
You went home.
I went home. But did I actually go home or did I just go outside and take a poop? Because you can't trust toilets. You will get sucked in.
I've seen it happen.
Did you watch Flushed Away with the mice? that whole movie, that's when it started, honestly. It was
watching that movie.
I was like, I'm either going to get attacked by rats or I'm just going to drown down there, and I didn't want to do either of those things. So
Aaron, I can't blame you. I think that the earth, putting your bare asshole near the earth is a lot safer than using
really is
rat infested toilets.
And I can see my surroundings, nothing's coming out from the ground.
Right. No, you're in full primal mode.
You're ready to go. Oh my gosh. That was impressive.
Did you like that?
Yeah. Did you like that?
I can do it again for you.
Okay, wait. All right, back to the pitch.
Yeah, here's my pitch. We've gone off track. This is a movie idea, and it's a romantic comedy.
Okay.
And I don't think anything like this has been done before. So here, I'll set the scene. This guy goes on a date with this girl. They matched on Tinder or whatever. He doesn't know her that well. Okay. The date goes okay. It's like good enough where, he gets back to the apartment and he's like, sure, let's do this. They're both lonely, whatever. Okay. Mm-hmm. They both try to go to sleep after, and she falls asleep immediately. He doesn't. He has some trouble falling asleep. And he can't stop thinking. He heard like a muffled, like somebody trying to talk while they're having sex. Okay.
Okay.
And he's like, I had to be imagining that. That's insane.
Oh, no. I don't know. I don't like where this is going.
So he's thinking about that. And then he's like, whatever. Like, he tries to forget about it. And then she rolls over. Right. She's asleep. She rolls over. Okay. And on her back is a conjoined twin.
No. No.
A face. There's a face in her back. A whole face.
Like Voldemort?
Yeah, exactly like
Voldemort. No. Is this Voldemort's origin story? This is Voldemort's sex tape? That's what it's called.
No, but listen. Here's the interesting part. He starts talking to her.
Okay.
And they fall in love.
Oh my God. So it's a rom-com.
It's a rom-com. So him and the conjoined twin on the back fall in love because they start talking throughout the night. They talk through the whole night. Oh my God. Then the rest of the movie is him going on dates with this girl he doesn't like that much. Yeah. So that way, by the time she falls asleep, he can talk to the girl on her back, because they're in love.
You've sold me. You've honestly sold me on it, because I think that it's, first of all, no one's ever thought of that before. That's crazy. But no, I don't know. I think Ryan Reynolds would hop on that 100%. I think he'd be ready to go. He'd say, when are we filming? No, but that's hilarious. I think it's so funny that it's the back of the head that he falls in love with.
The perfect match. Somehow.
There's got to be a joke in there about how, like, I'm really an ass guy, so I like when you turn.
I'm much better. Can we do doggy tonight? Is that possible? Please.
Oh my Lord. No, this needs to happen. That needs to be something that you make. That's so funny.
If anybody at Warner Brothers or like...
So wait, people have been shutting you down?
Listening?
People don't like this idea?
They'll go, whoa, that's crazy. Anyway, and then move on. I get a laugh, and then no one thinks I should go through with it. I think it'd make millions. I think it's a genius idea.
Look at how many movies that we have seen that are terrible. This could be so much better.
Right? Like original story. When's the last time you heard an original
story?
Warner
Brothers hop on, get Ryan Reynolds. He's ready to go.
Mm-hmm. I've talked to Ryan. Mm-hmm. Ryan is on board.
How would you film the face on the
I'm trying to imagine. Is it like messed up or is it like a normal face?
That's the thing. I don't know. Is it like, and is it just like this? Like it's smushed into the back of the head? Like,
or is it
does
just
this
like a
woman
mouth?
have hair?
No. Well, the back woman has no hair for sure. It's just her face.
But wait, wouldn't the hair? Okay, maybe she has a wig. She has a wig that, like the first girl, like the
the body woman.
Correct. Yeah.
A woman who eats for two.
Oh my god.
What? She has a wig, so like
So
she
wait,
can
because
cover
the
up
hair
her back.
would cover her face, cover the girl in the back's face.
Right. Normally, like if she was like taking.
Yeah, your average person would cover.
Right.
But I mean, this is different.
Different. Well, I don't. I guess I hadn't thought about it this far. You're really trying to picture this. So wait, do you?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I guess the hair will get in her way, but like only during showers. Like she probably almost suffocates during showers. But I guess she doesn't have to breathe, right?
I guess not.
Or maybe she does so she can talk. Because I said she talks.
I just don't know how you could be a conjoined twin. And just your heads are one. Like your head is just like this is your face, and then this is your other face. Or are you saying that?
I was thinking it's on her back. The face is on her back, not her head.
So
that's how she gets away with it.
The middle of her back.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
No. Is that worse?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm not
like
sure.
right in the center, like right on her spine. That's why she couldn't get it removed or something. Like it's
that's smart. Yeah, 'cause that's gonna obviously be a question. Someone's gonna why didn't you like get it operated on and get it removed? Be like, oh, it's attached to my spine.
And then there's this whole like really beautiful bit about how she's a person too.
Yeah.
And you always call me it.
That's the romance. That's the romance part.
Wait. The movie's called She-Gore. I just thought of this. And she talks like this.
And
I love you.
She's slowly starts to become more of a woman throughout.
Yeah. The more she falls in love, well, she never has a chance to talk. That's why she talks like that.
It's basically Pretty Woman, but Voldemort. That's what it is. That's the
yes. Yeah. It's Pretty Woman, but Voldemort.
That's incredible.
And he dresses her up, but she's a gorgeous character. I'm thinking Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, perfect. Wait, so Emma Stone is the girl on the back?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And then who's the main body? I guess.
Greta Thunberg. I don't know. I was just trying to think of somebody random who plays a good like bitch. Like the woman. I think that the regular woman has to be like not likable to like accentuate how amazing the back woman is.
You're right. No, you're right. She kind of has to be bitchy.
Yeah. I don't. It does.
D from It's Always Sunny.
Yes, that is it. That is exactly it. And that's why she's so skinny. It's because all the resources are going.
Yeah, because she doesn't eat a lot and she needs to eat more for two people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you for pitching that to me. I think that we should go pitch it to other people as well. I think we should bring it straight to Warner Brothers. It's time.
Aaron, I will have more pitches for you in the future.
Okay, good. This needs to be a segment. You need to keep pitching me things. I'm so excited for that. But speaking of Sunny, switching gears a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
I just on Twitter, not even like an hour ago, It's Always Sunny got renewed for 4 more seasons.
No. I love Sunny, but that is insane. It's on like season 13 or something.
And
right now.
And Dennis isn't even in it anymore, I don't think.
Oh, is he? Because he's doing the AP Bio?
Yeah, I think he left the show. I'm not sure. I have to look into it more, but
he's not been on a lot.
I mean, I love Sunny. It's fantastic. It's like one of the greatest shows in comedy.
Yeah. When do you call it quits?
Yeah, there comes a time when you just gotta cut it, and I feel
this is over.
What is that? It's gonna be 16 seasons.
Yeah, at least 16.
That's a lot. Like that, I think that's too many. That's almost like you're getting up to like the Grey's Anatomy of like.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No,
It has run its course. I'm sorry, but they probably should have canceled it like a season ago.
I think they should have stopped after 9. I
Yeah.
think like that one episode where the car goes into the lake. I think that's the end of a season, like a later season. I think that's when they should have ended. Like around there, they should have ended it.
Because it started to jump the shark right about after that, where it was just it did amazing things. Like I think revolutionary for like sitcoms, comedies in general. But like, I don't know. Seinfeld knew when to call it quits. They were the number one show on the air.
Yeah,
and they're like, okay, yeah, you know what? We did it. We did what we set out to do. It's over.
Yeah, yeah. I think most sitcoms have done that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're just gonna keep rocking, and it could be hilarious.
Seasons.
Like I could.
Well, there's always a good episode or two.
Yeah.
You know, there's always funny jokes.
Yeah.
Like the musical one.
That one's top tier. Charlie
That one's
McDennis
really
is top
good.
tier. Those are probably the two best ones, honestly. I mean, the cast is amazing. I mean, they're all so good, but yeah, I think that it's time that they call it quits. But it's clearly not happening. So
no,
4 more years of Sunny.
And here's the problem: is I'm gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna be upset, and I'm gonna be, okay, that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that was funny. I'm gonna love it probably.
Yeah,
but...
no, me too. What was I was gonna
What's he got?
bring up? Oh yeah, so this is something that happened, like it just popped up into my feed, but Taylor Swift is now. I know to bring up Taylor Swift again, but she's dropping another album tomorrow.
Yeah.
Surprise! What?
When did she announce that? I found out today.
Like a few days ago, I think she announced it, and it's like she just had her other album drop a few months ago.
Yeah, really recently. What do you think? What are you expecting? Because I know how I feel.
I'm expecting it. Well, first of all, I'm expecting it. Everyone's gonna love it. Who's like a huge fan of hers?
Well,
but
yeah.
I think from like a realistic standpoint, I feel like it has to be just like really soft and small acoustic songs. I feel like you can't.
Again?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the same thing because I don't think that with the production that her previous albums have been, you need time to do that. I feel like this hasn't.
Yeah. It has not been a long time.
It's not. It's obviously clearly it's not a money thing. It's time, and I think that time has not been put into it, or maybe it has. I don't know, but I think it's going to be the same as her other album.
I hope that it is better. Personally, there were songs in the last release I liked a lot. She's a great writer. Yeah, obviously she's talented, but I don't know, something about it didn't like click for me. I don't know. Did you like it?
I liked it. I mean, but I've never been a huge Taylor Swift fan, but like I've always thought she's been an amazing writer. But yeah,
right.
it wasn't great. It was just kind of like, you threw this together because you had time during quarantine.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of thing. But my tweet is
an
A-list tweet. I think that it should be one of the best tweets I've ever done. So I said, so obviously Taylor Swift tweeted about it. She said, my next album is dropping, like blah, blah, blah. And I noticed something that I hadn't noticed before. And so I tweeted, I don't know if it's crazier that she's dropping her second album this year or that her tag is Taylor Swift 13. Like just Taylor Swift was taken. Like, it's so funny. Her tag is Taylor Swift 13, like she's some teenage girl from Iowa. Like, what the hell? Like, that's so funny. Like,
she's Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
she owns the hashtag.
Yeah, she couldn't like pay to just get that name as her tag. That's so funny.
13. What could that possibly be? Is that the name of the record?
No, I don't. I have no idea, and I don't know if it's been that way forever, and like I've just never noticed it. But that's so funny, and I think
Taylor
it's just.
Swift 13.
I think it's just on Twitter, so I think someone must have taken Taylor Swift, and then she just never
1 through 12. She tried 1 through 12, and they were all taken by her fans.
Yeah, see, everywhere else it's normal. It's just Taylor Swift.
Really? It's just on
Twitter. Taylor
Twitter?
Swift 13.
Okay, come on. Whose idea was that?
It's terrible.
Who was like, it's fine. People will like it anyways.
Yeah, no, it must have been just I'm sure it was a moment where they're like, how is this taken? like who started this? And then they're like, oh, it's probably some fan. And then Taylor was, why would you just be like, oh, that's okay. Like, I guess that's fine. I'll be the 13th Taylor Swift on here.
Don't you think that might be a little bit confusing for people who are trying to help, get on board?
That's so funny. I thought I noticed it. I looked at it. I was like, why is there a number after her name? That's so crazy. Because you can pay to have the other person remove that, change their tag. Why?
And it's not like she doesn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
She has all of the money. There's no lack of resources within the Taylor Swift team.
No, now that I'm thinking about it, I think she actually has
excuse.
all of the money. She has
every money.
Every money, every currency in every country, she owns it. Taylor Swift world.
Well, yeah, she runs the earth.
She kind of does. Yeah.
But she she cannot get a hold of Taylor Swift. # Taylor Swift 0 through 12. But she owns everything else. It's just those. That was the contract. Is
just at Taylor Swift 13. That's the thing. I can't believe it. That's just so funny. But yeah. Anyway, I hope it's good. I hope the album's good.
I hope it's good. I love 2 of her albums. I think 1989 and
that one's fire.
I think that's an amazing album. It's like a perfect pop record.
Yeah.
And then whatever the one after that was, where she was like A Reputation. I thought it was really great.
Oh, I actually didn't listen to that one. I heard a few tracks off of it, and I was like, not for me.
It's a little edgy. Definitely a little too edgy, I think, for her.
For Taylor, yeah.
But the writing's good, I think.
Okay.
So
I'll check it out. I'll listen. I'll give it a listen. So I guess next, I have 2 things for you. Do you want to get into the top stories in the music industry right now, or do you want to hear my story of what happened to me yesterday?
I want to know what happened yesterday.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to let everyone know that this is not something I do often. It was very warm yesterday in Tennessee, and I didn't want to put on clothes, so I didn't.
No clothes?
No clothes.
Whoa, back up.
So
okay. All right.
I decided to cook dinner whilst only in my underwear. And
oh no.
I don't know what part of me thought this was going to end well, but I was just like, oh, it's fine. I'm just really warm right now, and I'm going to be cooking over the stove, and it's going to be hot. And I was making grilled chicken, because that's all I eat. And so I put olive oil in the pan when I was making chicken. And so I go to flip over my chicken to cook the other side. And as I flip it, the oil goes and sprays all over my chest. And I just burnt my chest with hot oil. And I was like, I screamed, like, ah! I screamed. Just this naked man standing in the kitchen making his chicken. And somehow I just got sprayed with, I don't know, but I'm never not wearing a shirt again. And I was like, could you imagine if I was naked? I wouldn't want to get burned anywhere else. So at least I had my underwear on. But oh my!
Did the underwear protect from some of the splash?
No, it just was just on my chest, which was lucky. But
Aaron, I
lucked out.
I don't think that thought will ever cross my mind.
I was having a great time. I had some Christmas music playing. I was in the mood. I was just having a blast by myself, having a dance party, and then it was.
You were living the bachelor life.
I was. I should have. I wish there was a camera on me.
Oh my!
Because I would have submitted it
to
every reality TV show and been like, "Don't you want to see this every week?"
I can see you bopping.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. You're doing the Mariah Carey song.
Yeah.
You do the Home Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone. That's exactly what happened. I couldn't even eat the chicken afterward. I was like, I can't do this. I've been.
You were that upset?
No, I ate the chicken. But I was upset. I was like, you got to be kidding me. What are the odds that I actually burn myself with this?
I would have kicked the stove. I would have been really mad. I would have been upset. I'd be like, how could this possibly be my fault? I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
What did I do to deserve this?
Turn down your temperature right now. That's not on me.
This is not my fault for not wearing any clothes while cooking hot oil. Not my fault.
I can't believe.
How could it possibly be my fault?
I decided to cook naked.
That's
I just
wonderful.
finished my run, and this is just what's gonna happen, and it was a poor choice. But
How hot is it in Tennessee? Because it's been cold here.
well, so I had just gone for a run. It was like 60 yesterday,
Oh, that's nice.
and so I went for a run, and it was gorgeous out. And I got
Mhm.
back, I was sweating like crazy, and I was like, I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to put on clothes right now because
run
I'm
run
gross.
heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
body was
feel you.
overheating.
But at least, had you showered yet?
No, I didn't shower yet.
Well, that's good because you got
True, I got to.
burned hot oil into your chest hair. So.
Yeah, so I got to go in there. I got to scrub it all. That was the best. Oh my god. But yeah,
And I'm sure that had to feel good, that hot water like on your burns.
it was the best feeling I've ever felt in my life. I felt that, if I was to feel one thing for the rest of my life, it would be that.
This is that feeling.
It would be that feeling. Exactly. Yeah.
Damn, it sucks. Like nobody was there. Like nobody like me, for example, like was there to like lick it off your chest. Like, that sucks. Like that's really too bad.
That's just so sad that
It's
you specifically weren't.
like me specifically, but like it could be anybody, but like
It could've-
definitely me.
If anyone,
I mean,
let me just think of
that's-
someone off the top of my head.
just for an example, just for example's sake. And like like did it really slowly and like caressed you, like rub your hair, like rub the
We're
back.
done.
of
We're done. We're moving on. We're moving on to the music industry stuff.
Who said that? Who said that?
That's so crazy. All right, hold on. Let me just get back into character.
Ma.
Always good to have a High School Musical reference. Always important. So, two things in the
happening?
music industry that have been happening. One happened this is just this week. Chance the Rapper is being sued by his manager, his ex-manager now. And I was like reading up on it, and it's very, I don't know, it's very strange. I think that it's like, it's a weird thing because as an independent musician, I totally understand Chance. Let me just get into it, I guess, what it's
Yeah,
actually
explain
about.
what happened. Explain what happened.
So Chance the Rapper's manager they like ended their contract. Their contract was terminated in April of 2020. And so the manager is saying that Chance now owes him $3 million from his first few records, where the manager literally just like gave him all this money and was like, let's make this album, because they didn't have they weren't on a label, they were just independent, and the manager was like, here's the money, let's do it. And they were extremely successful. And so the reason that they kind of ended was because Chance and his latest album did not do well, and the manager had told him like, this is going to be a flop. And Chance was like, no, it's not. And it kind of was a flop. I mean, there were some really good songs on it, but it was kind of a flop compared to his other albums.
Yeah.
And so the ex-manager is now saying, so they had like this beef, right? And so he's like, all right, we're going to end this contract. And they terminated it legally. And the manager's pissed. And so he's like, I want that money back. I want to be reimbursed. And then he also, but this is the kicker, he also wants exemplary damages. So that means like from like I don't even know what exactly exemplary damages he would be getting, because I don't think that there really were any, but like I guess to his name or whatever, like it's very strange. And then he also would get the money from the previous album for the next 3 years or 3 months.
I think it was 3 years, what I read.
Yeah, 3 years. Let me pull it up real quick because I just want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Yeah, it's something, it was like some like predetermined thing called like sunset or sunrise money,
Global brand.
where like it has something to do with the branding and like artist's image that he helped create will still be around for the next 3 years. And that was like his argument. It's like his work will be
Yeah,
shown
so
for that long.
his tenure as manager incurred over 2.5 million of unreimbursed expenses supporting and promoting Bennett's career, who is Chance the Rapper. Excuse me. And so that's the main
Oh,
argument.
yeah. That's how much he spent on Chance.
Yeah, yeah. And so the lawsuit is arguing for 3 million.
Plus the 15% for the next 3 years.
Yes, plus 50% of its net profits throughout a 6.5-year period.
Oh. Jeez. That's a long time.
Is he still allowed number unpaid? I just read this too.
See, I don't know how I feel about the whole thing, because we don't have I don't think they made a contract, right? They didn't write a contract.
No, it's
an
thing.
oral agreement.
It was an oral agreement. So that's like, first of all, yeah, they made an oral.
Yeah.
They made
no,
an
write
oral.
Everybody, write your contracts down.
Yeah, write everything out. Yeah, here it is. So, ignoring PTM's calculations, Chance's father stated that Bennett was only willing to pay $350,000 in lump sum, which amounts to a deviation from the parties' long-standing agreement on a commission rate of 15% of net profits and a breach of their oral agreement. So, first of all, that an oral agreement never good. It's always going to be a very tricky suit. It's just really bad.
Well, it does hold up. It's just like you can't. There's no proof. You have no proof that it happened.
Yeah, if you wanted this to actually be like, you should have just gotten it right. Why wouldn't you? As a manager, wouldn't you know to put it?
You would think, right? It must be because it's the independent artists. Like, you don't know.
And like Chance is saying, like, you shouldn't get. Obviously, Chance's lawyers are like, no, we're not giving you this money.
Right.
So it's actually going to go to court. But they're saying that Chance. What did he do? I lost it in my head.
With that, he fired him?
No, they're saying that he. Oh no! Why am I forgetting this? I don't want to have to look through this again.
Yeah, it's a dense. The article you sent me.
It's a long article.
Yeah,
it's intense. I mean, it makes sense because it's a lawsuit, but.
If they had the option to like just read the lawsuit,
sorry.
and I was like,
this is what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, the manager told Chance not to sign with labels. So Chance is like, you hopped, like, this is all on you. Like, you decided to be a part of this. So like when BMG and like all these people were coming to Chance to sign him, his manager was like, don't do it. We can do it on our own. And so I feel like that's going to be a huge point in the lawsuit as well, because it's not really it is selfish, but it's just like you're looking out for yourself in this process. You're not really thinking about what's best for the artist, possibly, because it could have been best if he went with a label. You know, you don't really know.
It could have been. Here's where I stand on it. I feel bad for the manager, actually.
Yeah.
Because Chance blamed the performance of the new record on him.
Yeah.
And not on Chance not making good music.
Yeah.
Which seems like is the consensus in the industry. Obviously, like you said, there's a couple of good songs, but like, it is not up to par with his other releases. Let's be honest. Yeah. And that's not on the managers. In fact, in that article, they read that like, he like was trying to corral them, be like, hey, like, you set this deadline without even consulting me. You don't have enough time to do this creatively. You don't have enough time or like resources to get this all to come together in a way that's going to be
a flop.
Commercial.
He told them it wasn't gonna work.
And then Chance fired him because it didn't do well. And it's like, what do you want? Like, what do you? I think based on that, he had his best interests at heart. Obviously I can't say for sure, but it does to me seem like obvious, even with like him avoiding major labels, I think he did know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I do think he was looking out for Chance.
I totally agree with you. I think that, in my opinion, he definitely deserves something to get from out of this. Like, if he's fired from one of the biggest artists like around, because for something he didn't really have any part in,
Right.
That's crazy. And there may be more to the story that I don't know, but I think that at least the $3 million for being reimbursed for the years of him funding Chance the Rapper. Like that's I'd be pissed too. I'd be like, all right, give me my money back. Like
right. Yeah, if you're really going to be like this.
Also,
like,
you have it. You have the money.
It's not like Chance doesn't have that money.
Yeah. Oh my Lord. But yeah, there was another thing that they were talking about with exemplary damages that I just can't seem to find. But that was something that also.
Yeah, and it's also tough because maybe they had some sort of agreement, like in the oral contract, that says that he doesn't have to pay that back. But like, that's where things get murky with this type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see what happens because
Me too.
I think the manager deserves money, but I don't know if it's as much as he says. He definitely deserves something, I think.
Yeah. So it says, so he's asking for the reimbursement of his alleged $2.5 million personal expenditure on Chance's career, plus the $3 million he says he is owed for historical unpaid commissions, which that must be the exemplary damages, and then plus 15% of Chance's net profit across records, merch, and touring for the 3 years after his firing. So he thinks, so the last part there is saying he should get 15% of Chance's first 4 albums for the next 3 years. Including
that makes more sense.
Records, merch, touring, everything. He gets 15% of net profit.
But not of any of the stuff they make after his firing.
Correct.
It's just royalties from the old stuff he was a part of.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense to me. It's still like, obviously he's asking a lot, but
I want to know if he has
copyright. I get why he's asking.
I want to know if he has copy. I mean, he probably doesn't because he's the
Something
manager.
tells me that they don't have anything in writing.
If
they don't have this in writing, he does. I don't think he has
copyright.
anything
in writing, especially for the early records. There's no way that they have writing for this. But yeah, so those are the exemplary damages. Would be like the historical unpaid commissions. But
that's crazy.
So they're saying here, in other words, the $3 million in the original lawsuit could presumably become $9 million if Corcoran, who's the manager, wins the case.
Oh wow!
So. And that would be because he'd get 15% for the next 3 years.
Here's my problem with these types of lawsuits is we have no idea who's going to win, even if we did have all the facts, because like anything could happen. Yeah. Anything could happen because judges know nothing about the music industry and they're just thrown in to be like, I'm going to make a decision on an industry I have no experience in, and there aren't that many laws.
Yeah.
Like the Robin Thicke Blurred Lines lawsuit is insane to me.
Yeah.
They really trashed themselves on that.
Yeah.
No, and they should not have gotten sued. There was, in my opinion, there's almost no overlap between the two songs besides like, they give off a similar emotion, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. When I heard both the songs, it's like, these are 2 completely different songs.
Yeah.
Like, they don't sound alike at all. And then it was totally Robin Thicke's team and him that they lost the lawsuit because of their just ignorance and just them being stupid. But
the other guys didn't win. They lost. They lost it.
No, you're so right. Like,
because they're like, oh, I'm worried. They have it on record. They're like, this sounds a lot like Marvin Gaye. I don't care. So it's something along those lines. They have a quote.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, like, don't.
And they were like, oh yeah, and we were super high the whole time. Like,
and we intentionally did it.
Yeah, and we intentionally did it. It's like, oh, cool. So
why would you say that? Why would you
so
say
well
that?
In this courtroom right now? You're doing great. Yeah. No, that was rough. I mean, I agree with you though. I think that this lawsuit should be interesting, especially because it's an oral agreement. They have to make a decision based on what someone presumably said. Like, you don't know if that's actually what happened. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited to keep like up to date on it. But I mean, it's probably going to be lawsuits take forever. So it's going to take at least like 2 years for this thing to actually finish.
Yeah, probably years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jeez.
But So there's another thing in the industry happening right now. Just talk about it really, really quickly. I mean, it's not really a quick topic, but there's a law or a bill that's being proposed that would make it. And so you know how like if you use someone's copyrighted work in YouTube or stream, like you're streaming it without their permission, right? That's illegal. The bill is saying that instead of just like a misdemeanor, it becomes a felony. So you can go to jail if you are streaming like a YouTube video with someone's copyrighted work in it. And so everyone is like freaking out. Like people are like, "Oh no," because there's so many different aspects we can look at this through. One is the label aspect, being like, all right, so I guess this could be good for some labels because they're gonna make more, like they're not gonna lose money. From a streamer's perspective, that's terrifying. Like,
yeah.
But also for me, like looking at it from an artist point of view, I think that, of course, I think it should be a misdemeanor. Like if you are using my copyrighted work and like making a lot of money without paying me, that's a problem. I don't think like it shouldn't be a huge deal. There shouldn't be like a huge big deal about it. You definitely shouldn't go to jail. Like that shouldn't be a thing that happens.
Yeah.
So I think that's stupid. But as an artist, you kind of want people to use your music. And sometimes when that happens, when someone uses your music, even though you didn't give them permission and it blows up, that helps you. That like in turn helps you as an artist. So there's kind of that divide there, and that, I mean, that's the battle in my head. Like, I don't know where I stand, because I don't want people using my work without my permission, but like, yeah, I don't know. You're back? You dropped out there for a second.
Oh no. Sorry, I was messing with the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That is kind of ridiculous. Like, I get trying to protect copyright, but there's got to be better ways than giving somebody a felony.
Yeah, a felony. That's jail time.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And like that's something people just might not know. Like obviously you don't do other things that like give you felonies. Like, oh, I can't think of like arson. I'm not gonna burn somebody's house down. Like that goes on your record. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Using somebody else's like intelligent property. Like, come on. So who would it be against? Who would be using, like you said, streamers? Like,
so like people on YouTube.
It's like a YouTube content creator would just put like your song in the background of one of their videos, or they just post it as theirs.
Yeah, but then that's the problem, is there's everyone uses it. Everyone uses uncopyrighted, copyrighted material that's not theirs. Everyone uses that. So what, are you just gonna send everyone to jail? Like what? That doesn't. I don't understand how this would happen. It's a really stupid bill, in my opinion. I know there's this but that's the thing. The conflict in my head is not that is this bill stupid or not. I think it's very stupid. The conflict in my head is if, I think that I do want my music to be out there, but legally, because I want to get paid for it. And that just may be because I'm an independent musician who doesn't make money from my music right now. So like, that's where I'm coming from. But
right. But at the same time, it's like, are these people really the reason you or I aren't making a ton of money?
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know? And like, they're just definitely not the main issue at this point. Mm-hmm. Whereas obviously what they're doing is wrong if they're not crediting you in any way. But like, I don't know. There is a solution out there. I don't know what it is, and we're not there yet for sure.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's hard. It's only getting harder because of TikTok, especially. Like it's only getting worse with licensing. So it's going to be really interesting. I hope this bill doesn't pass. I think that's so stupid. But I mean, who knows? Even if it does, I feel like it would get removed or like the courts would be like, this is not.
Yeah, I don't think it can't go through. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't think people would actually allow that to happen. Like, what, this 10-year-old kid who's streaming on YouTube playing Panic at the Disco is gonna get jail time? Like,
felony. Merry Christmas, Timmy. Here's your felony.
One old guy at a computer just watching. Boom, felony. Send it. Send in the SWAT team. Go, 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 go.
Break through his windows. Kick his ass.
No mercy. Oh my God. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I think that, like, let us know, everyone who's listening, let us know what you guys think about it. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. But yeah. So we're gonna move into our last segment here. It's a brand new segment. I'm beyond excited for this. I think it's gonna be a great recurring thing. So it's called Is It Weird? And basically, it's like, all right, so have you ever asked yourself, is it weird that I do this? Is it weird that my friend does this? Or, you know, your parents, your significant other, anyone that you know, your coworkers. You can send us a message. I guess I'll promote it right now, too. Like, there's our number. It is, I'll put it below, but it's 1-315-278-1153. That is our call-in number. You can call and leave us a voicemail, or you can just text us. Tell us what your is it weird statement is. Give us a little story if you can, because we can, you know, work off that more and talk more about, you know, if there's a specific reason why you do this. If there's like something happened in your childhood, like this is why you do that. It's all important information to know. But yeah, so give us a call, leave us a voicemail, and we're just going to get right into it. I'm so excited. So we're basically going to tell you guys if we think it's weird or not. I guess, I don't know who gave us that power. I guess I did. Gave us the power to decide if it's weird or not, because we're weirdos. So I feel like we have we have the upper hand here.
No, well, that's the thing, is we are experts.
Yeah, we're experts at being weird. I cook naked. Lucas came up with that movie idea. You know,
I used to dance randomly.
Dance randomly
in some class.
If anything proves that we're weird, it's the entire first half of the show. Like this is everything has proved how weird we are.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. So first one, this is just so cool. It just pops right up here. Boom! Look at that.
That's nice.
All right. Is it weird to have 7 toes on my left foot?
No. What? Who said that? Well,
I
there's
don't know.
no way.
It's anonymous, so I don't know. And this can't be real. I feel like this is the problem we're gonna run into with this. I feel like is people are not going to be serious about it, but that could also lead to some fun conversations. So let's treat it as if it is.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
Because there are people that have.
If that's true, I'm sorry. I reacted like upset. It just seems so. It's a little weird. Oh, that's why. It's a little weird if you have
I feel,
7
yeah,
toes
our first
on one
reactions are going to be so important to our conversation. But yeah, I think it's, you know, it's hard because it's not your fault. If you have 7 toes, it's not your fault.
It's okay. Obviously it's okay.
I'm not going to get mad at you for it. But
I was mad initially, but I'm not now.
I had to take a step back. I had to think about it. But I think that it is. You're right. It is a little weird. But it's not bad. It's a little weird. But why haven't you done anything about it? Have you done something about it? Have you tried?
Aaron, are you trying to say that it's not right for that they should change their body to fit your aesthetic
Don't go down
image?
this road. I'm not getting canceled episode 2. I'm not getting canceled right now.
I'm canceling you right now. So it's not your choice.
All right, fine. No, but yes, honestly, then yeah. You know what? Cancel me. This is fine. You should be doing something about this, because I would be horribly insecure about it. I would say I would never take off my socks. I would have socks on 24/7.
But you couldn't wear those toe socks, could you?
No, I couldn't.
You'd have to special order them.
You'd have to call them in. You have to be like Shaq and make them a custom for your feet. That's crazy. But
you have something in common with Shaq.
Yeah,
you have freak feet.
This person is Shaq with freak feet. Oh my God, that's their new shoe like brand. Freak feet.
That's great. Actually, I like that. It's not even. I don't think that's. I don't think it's offensive. I think it's kind of cool.
Whoever sent us this, give us credit for that, or else.
Yeah. When you start it,
you're gonna get something using our idea.
Here's my question. I think that whoever you are, you're probably a really good swimmer.
Yeah. Are the toes webbed? That's something I want to know. Do you have webbed toes?
Come on, they've got. I bet one of them's webbed.
At least one of them has to be webbed. There's no way that they're not.
But no, maybe they'll just swim to the right because there's so much extra force coming from the left side.
They just keep going around.
They go in circles.
As much as I try, I have the endurance of Michael Phelps, but I can't swim in a straight line.
I can only swim to the right.
That's so
They won the gold medal for circle swimming.
That's oh my god. See, that's incredible. This is an amazing segment already. I
Yeah.
love this so much. But yeah, I guess in conclusion, it is weird.
It is weird. I'm sorry.
It's weird that you have 7 toes on your left foot.
Doesn't bother me, but it is weird.
Okay. All right. Next one. You ready?
Yeah.
Is it weird that I lick the cheese off my Doritos before eating them?
Oh. Yes. Yes. It's
I actually don't know because I think
really.
First of all, I would like to say I wouldn't do this. I would not. I love eating the whole chip as it is. But we all know how good it is when you get that one chip with that extra powder on it, you know? And as a kid, I did used to lick the cheese off.
I did it too.
So maybe this person just hasn't grown out of it yet. Or maybe they never will. I mean, at this point, I feel like if you're listening to this podcast, you probably will never grow out of it. I feel like that's just who you are. But
okay, fine.
I don't think it's.
I can't criticize you because I used to do it all the time.
Yeah,
I used to suck the the salt off of my pretzels before.
Oh
I ate
no! I used to
worse.
Flick the salt off of my pretzels. I hated the salt on the pretzels.
Oh, I wish I would have eaten it for you. That would have.
Oh my god, where were you when I was in middle school?
What if I sucked the salt off and then you could eat the soggy pretzel?
If it wasn't during COVID, it'd be fine. I think that's no big deal.
Why would that be bad during COVID? Sorry.
Why would it be bad?
Why is that bad?
We just made out, so like, why is it? But yeah, I don't think it's. Here's the thing. I don't think it's weird. I think it's
not weird.
Not necessarily normal.
Is that what's our definition?
It's not
for
ordinary.
Weird? Is weird just not normal, or does it mean bad?
I guess my thing is this is not ordinary, but I also think it's not necessarily weird. I guess I don't know. I feel like it might be.
No, I'm gonna say it's not actually. Like the more I think, initially my reaction was yes, that is weird.
Yeah,
because I wouldn't want to do it in front of somebody.
That's true. I wonder if this person actually does it around other people, or if they're just talking about alone by themselves. Because I can see someone like,
yeah. But I definitely have done it. And what's weirder? You want to hear something even grosser than that? That I used to do exclusively.
Yes,
when
please.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I ate chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Oh no.
Think about how this would work out.
I know what you're gonna say.
Think about how this would work out.
I already know what you're gonna say.
I didn't lick it. I would unwrap them.
Yep. I knew it. I knew that was gonna happen.
I would skin the chicken nuggets and I would eat the skin and then I would eat the nugget.
Oh no, that's terrible because it looks disgusting inside there.
It's gross. And that's weird.
No.
If that's weird, I'm gonna say the Dorito thing isn't. But
I do think there is a point where this becomes weird, the Dorito thing. I think if you're just like lick it, right, and you're like just to get a taste, I don't think it's weird. If you are sucking everything off of that chip until it is a plain tortilla chip, then that is weird.
Only if you do it every time, though.
Yeah.
Every chip.
Because now, next time I get Doritos, I'm gonna try it.
I'm probably gonna go buy some tomorrow to try it out.
Oh my lord! But yeah, I guess no, it's not weird.
I'll settle on not weird.
Okay, we got a few more. All right, next one. Is it weird that I like the smell of basements?
I like the smell of basements.
No, I think it's weird.
Oh, Aaron,
I think
you've never walked into a basement and go,
no,
nostalgia.
I have not. And you know why? Because my basement at home was disgusting and it was terrible. I'd walk down there and I felt like I was going to die immediately. So I do not. But I feel like this person means that that's the smell they like. Like if they're going down into an old, gross, like grandma's house basement.
Dank basement. You don't like dank basement smell?
No, I'm not from that 70s show. So why would I like that?
Oh, I love me some dank basement. I spent so much time in my
also wet
basement.
You're someone that has played in basements. Like you like musically you've played in basements. You've been there. Like when I was
feel very at home.
Yeah. I feel like you're that's your like your vibe, I guess.
It's my safe space.
Yeah, you feel safe when you're in
a wet basement.
A wet, dark basement. It's just I feel really safe down there. I feel like
I have a puddle in my basement right now.
I splash around in it like a duck.
I put on my bathing suit and I quack all day long. It's great.
Oh my Lord.
It's a big puddle though. It is a problem.
It's basically a pool.
It is.
I can swim and I can keep going just right. I just keep going.
Just right, yeah. Because I have 7 toes.
You should invite that person over. Be like, hey, I got a pool. You want to swim some laps with me?
That's probably why they probably weren't born with the 7, and just because of all the chemicals in my basement, they grew the extra 2 toes.
Well, if we ever need a whirlpool created, we know who we're calling. This person, we're calling them back. We have your number. I'm gonna call you back.
Oh no, yeah, we do.
We can do that sometime.
You didn't show the number, did you? I think you did when you put it up to the screen.
I'll blur it out.
Okay. Everybody call this number.
Call this number and tell them that they're weird. Well, now I feel stupid for showing the number.
No, I'm sure it's fine. So you think weird? You're gonna go with weird?
Yeah, I think it's weird that you like the smell of basements. I don't like that. Maybe it's just because I don't like it, but
yeah,
it might just be an opinion thing. But I think that I don't know. It's 2 against 1 right now. So
I'd be interested. I bet there's a good study on this.
I'm gonna put out a poll as well. Like these, we should put up.
Oh, you should. Yeah.
We should be like, hey, these were our
opinions.
Our opinions, and we want to see what you guys think.
So we're gonna go 50-50 on this.
Okay.
What's next? What do we got next?
All right, we got 2 more. This one, I'm very concerned for this person because it might be fake, but I hope it's not.
Okay.
Is it weird that I have had a recurring nightmare of Kermit the Frog killing me since childhood?
No. Oh, what? How? How does?
I don't know. I hope
so many questions.
This is real because that's how can you just make that up? I feel like that's just something that has to have happened to you. But the thing that catches me is it's recurring. Like
since childhood.
Continues to happen. That's
terrifying. I'm gonna say
that's weird.
I'm gonna say it's weird, but not in like you're weird. It's weird in like I want to get to the bottom of this weird.
Yeah. No, I need to know what's going on.
I'm interested.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
What has to happen? Aaron, what has to happen to have a reoccurring dream about Kermit?
I don't know. I feel like you have to be taking like melatonin or something to like really get your dreams cooking. Well, melatonin like
does it
makes
activate
your dreams more vivid, I believe. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive that melatonin makes your dreams more vivid.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So like a handful of melatonin.
You popped 10 melatonin. You slept for 5 days straight, like Lucas did. And then
yeah. I think I did take melatonin last night. That might be.
That's probably why.
No, I didn't, because I slept through the time when I would have taken it, because I never really went to bed.
I woke up today, but I didn't wake up today, if that makes sense.
No.
Okay, I woke up today. Ready for this? I woke up today, and I got up, I turned on the heat in my apartment, and I got into the shower, and then I woke up for real.
Oh.
Like a half hour after my alarm went off, thinking I had already been up.
Were you late?
I was like 10 minutes late to work.
Oh my God.
I was so
That's
confused.
disastrous.
It was like an out of body experience. I was like, this is insane. I feel like I have already gotten up and gotten ready for the day. But
I would have been pissed. That is the hardest part of the day.
It was
and then
rough.
you have to do it again.
I had to do it twice this morning. And I'm like being completely serious. This happened to me. I was so shook. I was like, this can't be happening to me. Like, why did I? How could I have possibly dreamt? I woke up. I had an alarm at 8:00, right? and I woke up the second time at 8:30. So in that half hour, I must have shut off my alarm and gone back to sleep, but somehow thought I got up and started my day.
What? Like you're that convinced?
I was that convinced.
That's awful. I'm so.
It was the worst. I hope it doesn't.
I would have been
tomorrow.
so mad. I would have been so mad. I would have woken up. That would have ruined my day.
I would have called in. I would have been like, I should have called in. I would have been like, this is terrible. But
I already came to work today. I am not coming in again. I will not do it.
I would have been fired immediately. I would have been like, this guy is crazy. So we're not bringing him back in. But yeah, no, that was insane. But yes, I do think that
I'm going to say the Kermit thing's weird.
the Kermit thing is 100% weird.
And I don't know how to unpack that. I don't know where to go from there.
Neither do I.
Maybe it's like maybe they had like a really scary puppet show.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
I wish there was, like I said earlier when I was describing this segment, I want people to send us like a story or like send us more information so we can be like, okay, was this like a traumatic thing in your childhood? In which I would say, still weird, but like I get it, you know?
Yeah,
this
I
I'm
get
like,
it.
I feel like you might be weird as well. Like I feel like this is something that terrifies you, or like maybe I don't know, you were scared of the Muppet movie when you were a kid. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I bet they can't watch Muppets.
Yeah, no, there's no way. Or they'll have that nightmare.
Which isn't terrible, but like, you know, they're pretty prevalent.
Yeah. All right.
What's the last one?
Last one. Is it weird that I just will not answer my phone unless it's a contact or number I'm 100% sure on? Otherwise, I let it go to voicemail.
I don't think that's weird.
I don't think it's weird at all. I think that that's pretty normal actually nowadays.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, you have caller ID for a reason.
Right.
I feel like if someone calls me, I don't know the number. Even if I know the area code and I don't know the number, I still won't pick up.
Yeah, I'm like sketched out. I used to pick all of them up.
Yeah, that sounds.
Because I was like, "Oh, I'm getting a call. This is crazy. No one calls." It's like getting mail.
And then it's someone like, "I'm coming for you." never picking up the phone again.
Or it's, "Hello, your car warranty is out of date.
You're so
you
right.
could have won $50,000 in the name of Lucas Rinaldi." And then I'm like, "What? Like I don't have car warranty.
$150.
I do not own a car." And I'm like, "Yes, here's my social security number."
Yeah.
But every time I pick up, I get like 10 more calls the next day. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah, no, you're right. Oh,
so I would answer, but like,
yeah. Speaking of social security numbers, I got in the mail.
Here's mine.
Speaking of social security, here we go. But I got in the mail, the person who lived here before me, a letter from like the social security department. And like, I was like, well, this seems important. So I now have to figure that out. But that was an interesting thing that happened to me today.
I don't even know how you have to contact.
I'm just going to bring it to the landlord. I'm just going to be like, hey, I don't know what to do with this. Please do.
Here you go.
But yeah, I always get weird. I'm like, this is technically not my mail, but it's in my mailbox. So what do I do with this?
Yeah. That's you got to make sure you remember to do it. Cause I remember at 311, we found somebody's ID card.
Okay.
ID card, identification.
I think I know. It's the Fred card.
Yeah. We found a Fred card.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we'll like go turn this in. And then we all agreed we would turn it in, but we never said who would do it.
And you never, it's just on
we never did it.
You know, it's still on the fridge at their new house, right?
It's at their new house now?
Yeah, it's on the fridge.
2 years later.
Yes, the card is still on the fridge. Someone's school identification card that you need for everything is on their fridge.
You can't get into your room without it.
That's so funny. I think that's the most hilarious thing ever. But in general, I think that this is not weird. I think that if you're getting a call from someone that you don't know, it's not weird. All right. That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening in, tuning in. That was honestly, I love doing this because it's like what I look forward to every week. So this has been great.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. We'll talk to you next week. And next week we have a big interview. Really excited for that. So yeah, keep a lookout for Instagram and Twitter. I'll put up some polls to see what you guys think about Is It Weird this week, and move from there. But until then, stay well, everyone. Stay healthy. Talk to you later.